Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Christy and today's video is going to be this glam New Year's makeup look. So if you guys would like to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. So I started off by using the Glam Glow Mega Illuminating Moisturizer all over my face, and from there I jumped straight into eyebrows and I used the Anastasia brow pomade in the shade Soft Brown, and I just started filling them in using the Anastasia brow brush in the number 14. After I'm done with the brows, I just go in with some concealer and clean them up, and then I'm going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and I'm putting that all over my face. So I went ahead and did one eye off camera, and now I'm just priming the other eye with some Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm buffing out that concealer with a Morphe JH03 brush. So for today's look, I will be using the Sultry palette from Anastasia, and I will be first dipping into the shade Fresh with a Morphe JH30 brush. And this will basically just set down the concealer that we just applied on our eyelids. Now I'm taking the shade Birch on that same brush, and this will be acting as our transition shade, so I'm just taking that color and running it through the whole eyelid. Next, I'm taking the shade Twig on a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm really using this to deepen up the crease area of our eye. Now I'm dipping into the shade Dystopian with a Morphe JH33 brush, and I'm packing that on the outer part of our eye. Now I'm dipping back into Twig and using that Morphe M433 brush to blend out Dystopian and Twig together. And now I'm dipping back into Birch and that Morphe JH30 brush just to blend everything out together. I will be using a Morphe JH41 brush and some Tarte Shape Tape concealer to carve out my crease, and I like to tug on my eye a little bit just to get that nice rounded shape on the eye. And I will be setting down that concealer with the shade Cyborg from the palette. And now with a very tiny defining brush, I will be dipping into some of Dystopian and just using that to deepen up above where we cut the crease. Now using that same brush, I dipped into some of Twig and placed that right where we ended up that half cut crease, just so it looked nice and blended, and then I grabbed a smaller blending brush just to blend that out together. Now I'm dipping into some more of Dystopian on that Morphe JH33 brush just to darken everything up, since we have been blending a lot and some of that color might have washed away. Now I'll be using the Stila liquid glitter in Diamond Dust, and I'm just applying that right over where we cut the crease. Now I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio eyeliner just to tightline my eyes. Now I did apply some very natural lashes, and now I'm just going into foundation, and I am using the Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation in the shade 310. Now I'm going into my Tarte Shape Tape in medium, and I'm applying that on all the high points of my face just to highlight and really create more dimension in the face, and of course highlighting under the eyes just to brighten up. And I'm going in with the Morphe JH08 brush just to blend everything out. I'm now using the JH01 brush just to brush off any excess powder that might be on my face. Now I'll be using the Hoola bronzer to contour, and this will just really make my cheekbones pop out a little bit more, and then I'm bringing some up to my forehead. Now I'll be taking the JH10 brush with some more of that bronzer, and I'm just creating two parallel lines down the sides of my nose and then creating the tips of those lines to my eyebrows, and this will just create some shadows along your nose, and it'll make the appearance of a much more snatched nose. Now I'm taking a small clean eyeshadow brush, and I'm just using that to buff out everything and make it look more seamless. Now I'll be taking the Butter Bronzer on a JH02 brush, and I'll just be bronzing up the perimeter of my face. Now I'm taking my Morphe sponge and the Laura Mercier powder, and I'm just using that to carve out my cheekbones, and then I'm not letting it sit for too long and brushing that away with a JH07 brush. Now I'll be dipping into my Ulta Beauty Peach Pop blush palette, and I'll be dipping into Terracotta with my JH04 brush, and then I'm just smiling a little just to apply it right on the apples of my cheeks. Now I'll just be spritzing some of my all-nighter pollution protection setting spray from Urban Decay, and then taking the Sun Dipped Glow Kit from Anastasia and dipping into the shade Summer with the JH09 brush to highlight my cheekbones. And then I'm using that same highlight on a JH42 brush to highlight all the high points of my face. Now I'm going back into the Sultry palette and using all three of those shades that we used on the eye look for the lower lash line. And now for lipstick, I'm taking the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in the shade Sellout. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below. Don't forget to turn that notification bell on to get notified every time I upload, and stay tuned for more upcoming videos. There, it's recording. It's alive.